Hey guys, today I'm pulling out my entire Nintendo 64 collection in celebration of the new Analogue 3D. I pre-ordered this console like over a year ago. I am super excited, finally got my hands on it. We're gonna play some games and I'm gonna give you my opinion of the console at the end of the video. 15 years ago, I made the huge mistake of tossing my big CRT TV. At the time, flat panels had composite inputs, and I didn't know just a few years later, they'd fully switched to HDMI only, making it extremely difficult for me to play any of my games. And then along came Analogue. They make high-quality, modern, retro consoles that let you use your original games with your original controllers. I'm super excited to get this out of the box. This console upscales to 4K at 60 frames per second, which is wild because the original Nintendo 64 only outputted at a 240p. Wow, Analogue does such a great job with their packaging. It feels very high-end and luxurious just right out of the box. And then we have the console itself. It is quite beautiful. It replicates the original enough to feel nostalgic, but it still feels different. And then we have the original 4-controller port across the front for co-op games. And then on the back, we have a 16 gigabyte SD card for saving your games and their settings. And then we have 2 standard USB-A ports for wired controller connection and charging, specifically the 8-bit DOE. First game we're testing out is F-ZeroX. This is one of my all-time favorite racing games from back in 1998. It has a 4-player split screen and it's super easy to pick up and play, so I have a lot of really fond memories playing this at parties and with my friends from way back when. This game will be a good test for the frame rate. It has up to 30 racers at the same time on the screen, so we'll see how smoothly this looks. The announcer, Mr. Zero, is one of my favorite characters. He sounds like the announcer from Ridge Racer. Very robotic, energetic tone, and some of the phrases he says are so iconic to me, and I've been thinking about him for 26 years, hearing him in my head, so it was really fun to go back and play it and to hear those phrases. Super fun. And can we just stop and talk about how fucking awesome the soundtrack to this game is? Every single stage has such a great track. So let's configure for GoldenEye. So we're gonna go to display mode. CRT is a cool setting. It makes it look like you're playing an old CRT TV. We're gonna do clean. And then we're gonna set the sharpness. Let's just do sharp. And image size, we're gonna do integer plus. And the next game we're going to test out is GoldenEye 007. This game, along with Perfect Dark, are some of my favorite first-person shooters on the Nintendo 64. They're both super fun, and I love how 007 has a more cinematic, story-driven, single-campaign player mode, and then they also have a co-op 4-player split screen. which really paved the way for games like Halo coming out several years later. Super fun to play with your friends. Again, a lot of good memories from when I was a young adult. The coolest thing about 007 is it was the first game to introduce true dual analog controls. You would go to your start menu and pick controller style. My favorite style was 2.3 domino, where the controller stick in your left hand controls your movement and the controller stick in your right hand controls your aim. At the time, it was very challenging to get used to, but if you could master it, you could beat anybody. Body armor. Thank you. I think the graphics look really good. The colors are a little muddy, but I think that's more of a TV setting than a 3D.
Mario!
And my final thoughts, I think it looks great for upscaling onto my 60-inch 4K TV, and I couldn't ask for more. I had no lag or frame rate issues, and I love how you can save each game's optimized settings in the 3D's homepage to customize each game to look and play its best.